Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New England Patriots.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Pats, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on second down. From the gun, Gore. It's caught by Mike Evans. Gets past one man. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Pretty solid start for the rookie. Here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you... And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Throwing Jones. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On 2nd down now, Dupree. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. On 2nd down, Dupree. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Here to his running back. Bulldozes past him. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half. On 3rd down, Dupree. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on first down. Gore. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. To throw on third down. Gore. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs will take over possession here up at the 44.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on third down. Gore. And that went off the mark. A little late with a throw. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's caught at the 2. Touchdown! Scotty Miller as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Gore. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Gore. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Trevor Lawrence leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Colin Kaepernick, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up?
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1.
What's that?
Return out to the 27-yard line.
Nah, we're really close in finishing it. And as soon as I can add you, I will.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so We don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On first down, Dupree. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Dupree able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll run on first down. Dupree. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. On second down now, Dupree. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
They go play action here on first down.
And this throw a bit late.
Wow.
As he couldn't reach back for it.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 18-yard line. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dupree. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Flush to his right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Touchdown, Patriots! A great effort there with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Patriots have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with
Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
3 yards remain for second down. Off the play fake. Gore. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll
God
get
damn it.
down as he's inside the 40. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gore rolling to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Charles, in the past, a lot of people call this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Come on.
In for the Buccaneers touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away. 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. Going up top for Miller. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for New England. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Looking to throw. Gore. Out to the left there and complete to Howard.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Evans has it left side. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll buy some, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running, the Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. Steps away. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back to throw. Godwin's got
Come on!
Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. The Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
It pisses me off that every computer runs a play where your cornerbacks just stand there. No matter what your play is, they just stand there. Like they hike it and throw it, and your defense doesn't respond. They just stand there.
And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Fuck you, announcer. What do you know?
Trying to get a place on offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Jones eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. To throw is Jones. Pass caught, Miller. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely cost you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Ooh, sigh.
As a spectator for much of this game, this is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he sees his.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. But they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still.
I'm not even going to say anything.
Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New England,
I just finished my game. I'm getting ready to join you now.